thank you to all those who've moved over to the new site. It has been incredible. It has been very, very active, a lot of fun, and we're just getting started. So join us over there, rivianstories.com. It's been a blast. MotorTrend Truck of the Year hits this morning. Congratulations, Team Rivian. Well deserved. A lot of work. A great award. Can I ask you, Skylar and Jimmy, did you guys have a top takeaway, a favorite quote, a favorite sentence that came from this news?
For me, it was the value part. The first paragraph in the article is, no matter how you compare it, the R1T's value stands up. Put it against the other electric truck out there, the only other electric truck out there, the GMC Hummer EV. The Rivian hauls more, tows more, has a nicer interior and has more storage space, drives better, rides and handles better, and is only slightly slower in a straight line and costs tens of thousands of dollars less. To me, that goes back to exactly everything that we were talking about when we did the comparison, many moons ago, over the two vehicles, and it just dollar for dollar, the Rivian is just better. It obviously, MotorTrend saw that as well.
All of the things that MotorTrend said, both in the article as well as there's a video, a buyer's guide video by Johnny Lieberman, which everybody should check out as well. Pretty cool. I think it's up at the top of the page. That's it.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, it validates what we've been saying online and on this show for the last couple of years. So seriously, they made big points about, the four motor design, the suspension, the overall, bang for the buck and value. And they reinforced all the points that we've made over time. There is one more thing that I would just like to call attention to, and I don't want to go line by line, but MotorTrend did a bunch of testing, and there's a bunch of performance specs, as well as I know people have asked about turning radius and all of those things. And down, I believe, at the bottom of this article, and granted, I saw it earlier, but I believe it has all those specs in there. Yeah, click show all.
Yep.
And there's a ton of information for people that might want to geek out on the specs a little bit.
Great point, because we've had turning radius questions come up like 28 times. Including braking. We've had braking come up, and I know that we talked about that some today too.
Yep. Phenomenal braking numbers.
Yeah, 135 feet. That's stinking awesome.
Was the turning radius on there? If it was, I completely whiffed on.
It is. Let's see. I think it says turning circle.
Circle.
Sure enough. Yeah, I was looking at everything else but that one.
You're welcome, Jimmy.
Thank you, Skylar. You finally did something.
We already called this, everyone over here at Rivian Stories. So out of 191 votes, so Jimmy, you posted this yesterday, December 12th, and 176 people for the R1T. It's not like we're biased either over at Rivian Stories. But 176 in the Ford Maverick, though, that's a real contender for sure. But then you got the Hummer and the Santa Cruz. Speaking of polls, I want to show you guys 4 or 5 other polls that we've had on the site and just get your top of mind reaction. We don't have to camp out here too long. So we have these other polls. Jimmy, as reviews have poured in over the past 4 months, what's everyone decided on their wheel selection? So at one point, I thought that everyone would have changed over to 20s because maybe I think that we're so convincing and persuasive. but we kind of are 62. But 110 stayed with their current configuration. 35 people still on the fence. Do you guys have any favorite insights from this or any reaction?
Yeah, I am a little bummed at myself for this one. I didn't consider the fourth option being I was already on the 20s and I wasn't going to be leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of I'm sticking with I stayed with my current configuration. So I think there's going to be quite a few in that category that already were on 20s and therefore they're not moving.
Yeah.
But it definitely, I think everybody that has been extremely surprised at just how good the 20s are.
Mm-hmm.
I say 20s, how good the 275 65 R20 is, that 34-inch tall all-terrain tire at, between road noise and handling and its ability to off-road.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there has been quite a few that have changed because of it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think even hearing from more and more people that are attending events, the all-terrains on the 20-inch wheels do have a presence.
Mm-hmm.
And they look great. And I think, seeing them in person has won some people over as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. There was a pic. I mean, even this one with the darks, but that presence there is like just amazing.
Oh,
Skylar,
the dark
I mean, I know you're all terrains, but are you still planning on powder coating, or are you going to go with the T styles, or do you know yet?
Well, I'm not sure. I might get the bright version of those wheels right there on the screen and powder coat it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I like the other wheels as well. So undecided. That's the one thing that I'm still on the fence about.
Oh yeah. I change my mind on 10 things every day, but I want to go on to the next poll here. And so, Jimmy, you're happy about this one, that we had this checking out this picture right here, which was from your Instagram post. That's why I had it up over here. I'd have to scroll all the way down. But the topic is tinted DRLs here. And we mentioned this last week. And Jimmy and the chief of design, Jeff, and me, and many people think that it should be illegal. So I put that up here. And I will have you know that out of all these votes, I'm never an extreme guy, not even on this. That's why you see my vote here. But apparently this little bump of 2 votes they were both accidental, if you read through. So Jimmy, are you happy about this, or what's your...
I can live with it. I mean, I want addresses for all those people on the road because you're wrong.
Yeah. This is
no. I mean, yeah. Yeah, who is that? No, I mean, that's the beauty of living in the United States of America. We can do things vehicles like that, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not something that I would do. I'm sorry.
Did you guys see Pete? Remember his topic from the old site when he brought up this coloring book customizations?
Yes.
Yeah, he said it wouldn't go well with his stripe. So funny. All right. That's that poll. Next poll, will Rivian be your first EV? Skylar, are you surprised by this or not? Because I know you asked this, and Jimmy, you can say if you're surprised too.
Yes, actually I was. Okay. So, I mean, if you look at it, 7 out of 10 people that responded to this poll, the Rivian is going to be their first EV.
Yeah.
And I guess on one hand, I'm surprised by it, but on the other hand, maybe not as much. I mean, the Rivian will be my first EV. I know your Rivian will be your first EV.
Right.
So, I mean, that's 2/3 right here.
We're a good representation right here for sure. It wasn't at first. It was my first instinct was like, oh wow, but then I'm like, it is a truck and an SUV, and maybe I'm not, and even more important, it's just a very compelling vehicle. Period. SUV or ICE. So, and it's a great value. Going back to the MotorTrend award today, it's really an exceptional value. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's a great value at the same time. One more here. How many pre-orders do you think Rivian will announce on the earnings call on Thursday? This Thursday, 12/16. I don't know what you guys voted. Skylar, a week.
I'm seeing this one for the first time.
Are you?
I didn't catch that one today. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So Skylar, what'd you say last week? You went on record. Did you say? I forget what number you said.
I said over 70.
Mm-hmm.
I felt pretty strongly about, and potentially over 80.
Yeah. So, and then Scott posted this one, which I like him putting that 75 as the low number because it really makes you stretch for that first, it makes that first choice difficult. If it was at 70, it would have been a little bit easier. And then today's news too, for sure.
Yes.
With the award. Yeah.
That today's news alone, I feel like we'll bump it an extra 5K plus.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
So
Skylar, if you were answering this right now, you'd be in the 75 to 100. It sounds like.
I would.
Jimmy, do you remember your vote?
Yeah, that was my vote as well.
Okay. Yeah. So great poll there. Great post there for sure. Not too surprised on where people landed with that. And speaking of the Q3 webcast that's coming up Thursday, we will be watching this together. It's 3:30 Central Time. It looks like about 60 of us are going to be here together. And we're going to live stream this. We're going to have a chat box going. And then we're just going to have a quick conversation after. We're expecting a few pieces of news. One is this pre-order number. One is like production updates. Anything else you guys are definitely looking forward to?
The news that I think Reuters or Bloomberg or both or Business Insider speak an article that talks about the second factory being in Georgia.
Yep, that's going to be a big one.
Yep, just outside of Atlanta. That'll be...
Yeah. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to join us, there's 2 simple steps. RivianStories.com, sign up completely free. And then once you're inside here, you can go to events and click on this and join us.
With regards to the content, I am super excited to hear about reservations, production ramp updates, and potentially more delivery related data. I cannot wait to get it.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. Please do subscribe. We obviously have a ton more coming. And then in the meantime, please join us over at RivianStories.com. We have a lot of great conversation happening over here, and we also have some t-shirts. We'll ship them straight from us to you very soon. Thanks.